bass hit your face, you be like. When the bass hit your face, you be like.
When the bass hits your face, you be like.
When did you notice that you started monetizing and income from something like this in the fitness space?
I'll give you some really good advice.
Yeah.
Don't count on YouTube for money.
Okay.
At all. What is up? Welcome back to the channel. We're here today at Reinvent You in Boca, Florida. We are with Lonnie. She is 18 weeks out from the Chisel Classic, bikini competitor and up-and-coming YouTube extraordinaire. I'm going to put her through her back day. I'm going to bring her through a couple workouts that I think that can really resonate with her and move her into the next level. So, without further ado, guys, keep your eyes glued to the screen and your ears glued to the speakers, and let's learn some So I want to just take this like 5 to like 15 reps.
Perfect.
So I'm going to go like here. Nice stretch. All the way through.
Okay.
Up slow. Stretch right out. And pull. And like a 2 to 3 negative. Stretch to the top. Pull. I want you to take your time at the top, right? We're gonna get the most amount of muscle recruitment. So keep your head back a bit. So look up. There you go. Keep going. Now keep your head here. Let your arms straighten out. Now keep your shoulders down still. Yeah, there you go. Now look up. There you go. Now pull down from there. There. Up. Nice and slow. Once you get to the top, you're gonna feel your body like stretching from here and feeling this here. You feel it stretching here?
Yeah.
Perfect. Pull down. Good. Now I want a little more leverage. So I want you to push your toes into the ground. And make sure you're nice and tight on this thing here. So you're gonna feel like your body being stretched from the top and stretched from the bottom. Keep going up, nice and tall, good. Feel it pulling from here. Keep your shoulders down. Yeah, there you go, now pull, good. Up, tall, drive down, elbows through, good. Up nice and slow, nice big stretch. Lean through, pull, good. Now as we keep going, I like where your posture is right here. Let's push it through straight. There you go, here? Now pull. Okay. There you go. Good, up, stretch, pull through. Good, let's do like 4 more. Just gonna get sort of warmed up a little bit here. I want you to really feel this thing pull, warm, pull. Good.
Yeah,
couple of things, really good. I want you to grip these things. I want you like pulling on
I'm pulling with your biceps.
I want you to just like be conscious of it here. Because you're kind of like this.
Yeah.
Then once you get a little tired, then all of a sudden we're like, we're losing that from here. Really good from here though, just stay here. And then think of like when you're doing your rep, right? Like I gotta give this like cue from floor to core. Push your toes on the floor. Push up from here. So the reason being is from here, from active, if I sit back here, I'm gonna fall back.
Yeah.
If I push my feet in here,
grounded.
And when I pull from here, I'm not necessarily doing this, more so than I'm hinging a bit from here, right? Yeah. So while you're doing that, I want you to pretend turn your friend over there is gonna punch you in the stomach. And you always have a tense core the entire time. Don't suck it in, push tight into it. That's gonna keep your back straight. So when you pull, we're here instead of like this.
Gotcha, yeah.
Right?
How'd you transition from competing, right, in the Olympia and then kind of creating content? How do you get into that?
So the content came before the Olympia.
Okay. Yeah.
I started competing right after I finished college, and then I was finished drug addiction counseling. Okay. So when I got into bodybuilding, I used my platform as like, that was gonna be like my space where I can show people you can blow your life away, screw it, and then like make a comeback. Yeah. And that was gonna be my comeback story, and I was gonna kind of like, showcase that. Yeah. And I thought I would get a lot of views and people would watch it, and no one watched anything. So it was like a very, for the first
learning process.
For the first bit, it was like, no one really watched any of it. I didn't probably get any views probably until like 3 years ago. My highest view count was probably like 500 until like the pandemic happened. Wow. But my entire journey started from me just wanting to show people that you can make a comeback story, and that was my thing.
That's awesome, yeah.
All right, so same again. So grip this hard, right? Like I want you to like really focus on holding so hard, but just like get a firm grip from here. Okay. I like swinging myself right in so I'm tight from here. And then let myself sit back. Where you are in your seat is perfect. You're right here. Just be more grounded from the ground, from here, from the floor, right? Stretching. I want to stretch, right? So my shoulders sit down, they're not up here. So I'm always going to have my shoulders depressed. So while I'm up, I'm stretching, right? And pull.
Got it. Okay, so toes.
Yeah. Keep it nice and locked right in.
Okay, core
right,
tight.
nice tight core, so you keep it back nice and flat straight here. As one shoulder's down pressed already. There you go. Now see you're already tight from here. Tighten the hands too. Yeah, there you go.
Here, got it.
Perfect. Now good. And we want to stretch. The top part is where we're going to get the most amount of muscle improvement and hypertrophy, right? So the lengthened part of this lift, or the lengthened contraction is the top.
Okay.
So you want to get strong with a lengthened contraction. Then now we're going to shorten it, and then back up and ride at negative. Give me like a second little pause, stretch, jack down. There you go, up. Good, that's it. Nice stretch, pull. Good. Nice stretch, feel here. I want you to tap into this, pull. Good. So as long as we have like a really good, you know, negative, a nice stretch into the lengthened part of the lift, like your lengthened contraction, this is where we're gonna get the most amount of muscle hypertrophy. Most people think it's down here, so we hold this like this, and it's like, well, now we shorten the muscle, which is fine, we want that, but we wanna have the muscles challenge the lengthened contraction here, and then pulling, so
Gotcha.
you'll find that when you're doing this, when we keep going into these sets, the burn is that much more like prevalent when you're doing it, and that's what we want. But we don't have to get to a point where you can no longer move the actual weight itself. Now it's fine. Take it to failure every once in a while. But what's actually necessary? 8 RP. Good. Now I'm gonna add one more thing. I want you to almost make this do this. So I want you to let your elbows externally rotate a little bit.
This way?
There, there you go. Then we really drive it down. You'll feel a little more tighter. There you go.
It's like almost underhand?
Yeah, almost. So you're just kind of forcing a little bit of that supination, tiny bit, but more so from the external rotate from here, right? So we can get our tears to work a little bit more.
Gotcha.
From here, there you go, right? You probably feel a little tighter down here.
Definitely.
Good. Give me a nice second. Let it pull you up. Let it stretch you. Then go. Good. Your job is just to guide it back up. Keep yourself active. Engage. Drive through. Good. And use that core, floor to core. Use your feet, use your core to help drive you forward. There you go. Good. Perfect. Pull. Good. Good work. Hey, what's up guys? My Iron Sharpens Iron beanies are out right now in camel, charcoal, and gray. And they're moving fast. So guys, hit the link in the description below and get yours now. We want this to be long enough, so I want you to be in full protraction at the end.
It's like reaching.
Exactly. So we're looking at like, you know, you get judges be like, you know, work on your back thickness.
Yeah.
Right? So back thickness is like your protraction to retraction. So your scaps retracting, your rhomboids, your traps, your delts. So this motion here, along within your lats actually working as well. Gotcha. So we want to be full protraction and then full retraction.
Gotcha.
Right? Okay. Now I want you to really get really methodical with it. Don't jerk the weight, right? Okay. Let your body retract. There you go. Right? Feel the pull come from your scaps first. And then pull all the way through. Good, yeah. Pull all the way out, nice stretch. Pull, good. Stretch, good. And I want you to try and keep your chest on still. Now you can still arch on the way up, good.
Like that? Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to have this working so much. Good. Long stretch, hold, pull.
Yeah, I feel it more.
Retraction and retract all the way. There you go. Feel all this in. I want you to pinch, pinch, pinch. Think of like that back pose. Your back being completely flat at the back, right? And that's what we want all to show. There you go. Open it right up, pull through, squeeze, good, out, pull, good, good. You got really good body awareness. We want to make things as hard as we possibly can, right? The first thing is to get out of a hole really quick, right? So when I'm here, like the first thing is down here, I want to hold this and stay engaged while I'm here, right? I'm letting it pull me out, but then I'm stretching it.
Gotcha.
And then pull.
Gotcha.
Stretch, pull.
What we were talking about before, you were saying your content is on your actual training days, right? Like I see a lot of influencers kind of having one content day and kind of faking reps, which is fine, and then training outside of a camera setting. Like, is that?
So funny thing is, I was like, I wish I had fake plates. I used to do film 3 times a week.
Okay.
Most videographer could only come those days. So a couple of the guys I know, they block shoot everything within 2 days. So I literally did 16 videos in 2 days, and I don't have fake plates.
Yeah.
So on that day, I did like 2 of my actual workouts. Cool. Now I want you to think too when you're pulling. I want you to pretend you're pulling yourself into the bench,
Okay.
not pulling yourself back.
Gotcha.
Right? So a nice posture from here, and you're pulling yourself into the bench. I have the same kind of analogy when I'm pressing. I feel like I'm pressing myself back, not pushing the weight off my chest.
Gotcha.
Right?
Yeah.
Pull. There you go. Back. Let it stretch. Good. Keep it stretch. I want you to really focus on stretch. Pull. There you go.
So almost coming over.
Yeah,
with that
exactly.
full stretch.
Yeah,
Okay.
let this weight pull your lats around you. That's how I kind of make it feel like your lats are pulling right around your back while you're still staying active. So you're still going to depress your shoulders by keeping your elbows down. There you go. Now pull. There you go. Good.
Okay.
If you got to give yourself a count, like 1, 2, pull. Right, we're not just using the lats here. We want to stretch the scaps. These traps are going to open up. They're going to close it off. Your rear delts are going to open up. They're going to close right off, right? Your rhomboids, everything's going to open up and then pull right back, squeeze. So you got it squeezed through. Good. Good. Good.
So when did you notice that you started monetizing and kind of getting most of your income from something like this in the fitness space?
I'll give you some really good advice.
Yeah.
Don't count on YouTube for money.
Okay.
At all.
Okay.
It's good that, like, yeah, once your channel gets bigger, you'll get, AdSense. We get paid by Google Ads.
Yeah.
Right? Basically, like, depending on your video, depending on the ads that happen, your video will get X amount of dollars. But my YouTube is my marketing for my business.
Gotcha.
So I look at YouTube as YouTube pays me to market my own business, to help sell my training programs, my online coaching. So that's where I look at YouTube for me. You should feel this getting exhausted from your scaps and then your lats next. Stretch, good. Out, pull, good. Stretch, yeah, good. Stretch, drop. Good. Let's get 5 more like that. 1, good. Nice stretch. 1, pause. 2, good. Long stretch. Pause. Good. 2 more like that. Stretch. Good. Nice. Last one. Good. Down, slow, stretch right out. I'm going to kind of do almost like I'm away from the floor. But I'm going to kind of keep my hips like sitting into my, like, thinking like hips under 5. So I'm pulling from here. Like so. So you can actually, because your weight's gonna be a little like less, you can probably get a better stretch at the bottom. So kind of just like brace yourself with like your hips right on your thigh.
Okay.
I'm only gonna emphasize the stretch. So if I'm here, it's less range of motion than here.
Gotcha.
right? So now my arm has to go all the way. Right? If you just look at your humerus, it's really just doing this. It's all your back is doing. Is this and this, right? So I want to have this get the longest stretch.
Gotcha.
To pull.
And if you're up, then there's less of a range of motion.
Right. So if I do this, I'm just doing this, I'm losing my range.
Yeah.
That's why I see people do this. It's like, well,
Yeah.
what are we doing?
Yeah. Okay.
Now you can open your hands up a little bit wider. Yeah, good. Nice, perfect. And stretch. Right, and get that that long stretch. There you go, good. Now we don't have to go all the way down. Like, don't have to let your back go down. Keep it up like this, and let everything wrap over. There you go. And now pull.
Okay, so kind of similar to the last one, like reaching over. Okay.
Yeah, good. Good. Try and pull this thing right to your stomach. There you go. Stretch. Good. And that path is gonna come. Oh, yeah. Go. Good. And pull it right into your gut. There you go. Good. And don't worry. Try to use your legs too. It's totally fine. Feel your arms. Feel the ground, your toes, right to your hamstrings, your glutes. Drive through. Pull. Good. One more. Good. So same with this too. I'm always gonna stretch, right? And I always like kind of point my fingers because when I do this, I'm gonna push my arms out and go away.
Got it.
Right?
Got it.
So when I'm down, I'm depressed at the way down, so I'm not kind of doing this. All right. So I wanna reach away. So I'm always lengthened. Gotcha. And then I want to get that full range. I want to really stretch this lateral because right now we're doing exactly what the lats are intended to do, which is shoulder extension. So we're here and we're pulling all the way through. I think the most amount of flexion, or I would say lengthening, here. Gotcha. And now I'm engaged. You see, my lats are still engaged from here.
Definitely.
And I'm pulling.
Gotcha.
Now all you have to do is get your hands right away out.
Okay.
There you go. Blade, put your hand all the way through it. So it's sitting almost like that on the blade of your hand.
Okay, so more like
then
that.
Then you're not really like holding anything. You're really just tapping to think of like this. Feel this here. Okay. Straight away. So walk yourself out so you feel it tight. Now open this. Now open up here. There you go. I'm pulling from my lat, not from my hand. So when I walk back, I'm pulling from this. Gotcha. Right? So really trying to tap into thinking like your lats are moving your humerus. Okay. Your forearm, your radius and all that, and then your hand, fancy words, whatever, for your forearm and your hand, and the extension of this. We don't need this part to work this at all. Right? And I find that when people do this, they're so focused on holding this thing that it's here and they're here and everything's doing this, and then all of a sudden we're not really getting this isolated. So I like using this as a way to isolate my lats from here. So even just doing this and pulling, getting used to just having that pull. Yeah. And then knowing what's actually doing that help too, right? Open those hands up a bit. So I want you to open up more, put pressure right away. Lats feel, there you go. Ride that right away. Ride that down. There you go. And feel it on the way out. Ride it down. Good. Good. Stretch into it, fall into it, collapse into it. Good. Then walk back a bit, walk back a little bit more. There you go. Stretch. Good. Stretch. Nice work. Just so we can get a better, like a healthier angle on it. Like here? Yeah, there you go. Because we don't want to have your arm behind us and we kind of have a little hyperextension. We almost want to have him falling, so when it's the bottom, there you go. We still have some tension. Do me a favor. Grab in a little bit closer. Yeah, there you go. And we have a nice line right coming right down. There you go.
Is that fine that I'm not able to extend like all the way to the bottom?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
What you can do easily is like you can literally just put something underneath your arm
Okay.
and just kind of raise it a little bit. But like as you hear, just stay active.
Okay.
As long as you stay active, don't rest at the bottom.
Okay.
Right? So like slow, ride it down slow. Find a part of stretch, and there you go. All right, that is it for today's workout. Thank you, Lonnie, for coming on the channel. Thank you for letting me put you through a workout.
Thank
Again, guys, she is 18 weeks out. She is a wealth of knowledge at a very young, bright age of only 20? 21, balancing college, balancing her passion, and training. So I recommend you head over to her channel. Where can we find you at?
Alani X Fit on YouTube and Alani X Fit on Instagram.
Absolutely amazing. So guys, for more videos like this, let me know in the comment section below. Until next time, you know how it is. Iron sharpens iron, progressive overload your life. In the meantime, keep dream chasing. Peace.